If medication helps you be a normal functioning person, why would you stop it? And I think this is a great question. And I want to talk about this in two different situations for me. So I don't think you were asking me this question. I think you were asking the person who commented, but I want to talk to you about my situation. So in the situation with my Lexapro and Wellbutrin, I was on those medications for like 8 years, right? And it was probably about 5 years in where I noticed that these medications stopped working for me. Now, I want you guys to listen to me. In 2021 and 2022, the beginning half of 2022, I was going to my doctor and I was begging him for help with my mental health. I went to the doctor. I went to his office 3 times in 1 week because the first time I went, he just basically dismissed me. The second time I went, he just threw more Wellbutrin at me. And the third time I went, I left again in tears because he wasn't helping me. He wasn't helping me. I think back to that time in my life, and if I had taken myself out, like, it would have been on his fucking hands, because I was in and out of his office begging him for treatment for my mental health, telling him exactly what I was struggling with, telling him, the avenues that I thought would be great for me as a person in long-term recovery, asking for referrals, everything. And he just dismissed me. That's what lit the fire in my mind that I was going to get off Wellbutrin and Lexapro, so I didn't have to be connected to him anymore or see him as a doctor. So a lot of the things that he would say to me were all about my weight. And I want you guys to understand something. I'm 40 pounds overweight. Okay, that's it. I'm not deathly obese to where I'm mobile, I'm active, I'm 40 pounds overweight. That's it. If I lost 40 pounds, I would be in my perfect weight for my body stature and my height. And that's even skinny to me. Like, I don't even think I need to lose 40 pounds. 30 pounds would be fine. But, so I was dismissed. I kept on being dismissed. So in November of 2022, when we moved into this house, I was sitting with it and thinking, I'm going to get off Lexapro and Wellbutrin. And that's when I started taking little shavings and titrating down. And it took me all the way till April of 2023 before I got completely off those medications. I've been off of them since April, and I'm so proud of myself, and I feel a lot better because they were no longer working for me. Suboxone, on the other hand, is a medication that is still actively working for me. It's helping me stay sober. It helps me with my cravings. It helps me with my mood, like how I can tell, like an hour after I take it in the morning that I feel my mood is lifted. It helps me feel regular, and it helps me feel sturdy and steady and stable. And so I think, in situations where I had to really step back and take a look at and reevaluate my life with medication, with mental health medications. Were these medications working for me? Were they serving me? Now that I'm off of them, I feel really good. I feel clear-minded. But if I start to feel like I'm going into depression, if I start to feel like I need help, I will seek out help. But this time, I'm going to find me a doctor that is a woman. I'm going to find a doctor that is a woman. I'm specifically looking for an OBGYN that can work with my hormones and help me with mental health. So that's what I think that I'm really going to focus on this next time if I decide that I need to be back on medication. But as far as Suboxone goes, it's still serving me. It's still helping me. And so that's why I remain on it. So I just wanted to talk about that. If you guys want to, I have a series all about my Suboxone journey. I tapered off Suboxone at a time in my journey. I talk about how I knew I was ready to taper, and it's all right here in my series. You just click it there. Also have a series called Life After Meth Addiction, where I talk about mental health, eating disorders, and sex after being addicted to meth for 16 years. And I also have a series about losing custody of my son where I read my CPS paperwork. So check those out. And I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.